Okay, before I start, what is it? The lava lamp, in case I breach contract. Right. Yeah, called up. Nice offer in Tesco today. Pack of 20 Carling, 13 quid. 65p a can, is it? Pack of 15 for 9 quid. So I got 2 packs of 15 for 18 quid. So that's 30 cans for 18 quid. Or pack of 20 cans for 13 quid. So down to 60p a can then. Nice little saving. So yeah, anyway, talking about that. When I was a kid, I used to be like a little entrepreneur, a little fucking my money making schemes. I was known for my money making schemes, and I tell you what, in them days, I was never short of sweet money, money for the old sweets. This is in this video. I'm just going to go through. This is just some of the things that I can remember. I talked in the video to Go Mad in Denby about the cattle market in Smithfield Road. Morrison's is there now, but it used to be the old cattle market. I think it was on a Wednesday. We used to go there, and, you know, the farmers and what have you. Mister, do you want a hand, mister, and all that. And we used to help the farmers out. And I tell you what, we used to fucking graft. We used to work hard. And the most I've had in a day is 50p. You'd be there, I'm not sure what time we used to start. It'd be about 10 o'clock, something like that. You'd be there till about, say, 4 o'clock, something like that. For 50, and you'd graft. And these fucking farmers, they would make you work, and, you know, but like kids and all that, you know. And various farmers, you know, you would you know, pay various amounts, like, but 50p I've had the most. And you'd be there fucking burning a hole in your hand, you know. And you'd leg it right across opposite was a place called Smithfield Stores. It was like a big wooden shed. It's a hairdresser's there now. Straight into there, 50p worth of sweets. Fucking great. So that's one of the things. Another thing I used to think up of is selling firewood. I made a little cart, you know, a little small thing with wheels and a bit of string, so you could pull it. And we used to go to the Gwyniau, which is a woodland behind the castle, and the Christ, which is quite a large woodland by Denby Quarry. And we used to get sticks and things like that. It wasn't so much logs, it was like firewood. We used to be there chopping and this and that, fucking, you know, all organised. My little business empire. And then we'd tie them, little fucking string, these bundle of firewood. We'd load up the cart and we'd go around Denby, around the houses, you know, knocking on doors. Do you want to sell, you know, do you want to buy some firewood and this and that? I tell you what, I used to make my pennies, I tell you. Plenty of sweet money in them days. And another get-rich-quick scheme was selling dog bones. So these are the things I used to think up. I used to go to the butchers. I'd ask them for bones, you know, the old fucking, you know, bones, like from the butchers. Go around the butchers and get the little cart out again. Go around the houses, knocking on the doors. You'd say, "Oh, excuse me, mister, or miss, or missus, or whatever. Have you got a dog?" And they'd say no, and they'd say, "Oh, sorry to bother you," and whatever. And off we'd go. But if they had a dog, we'd show them the cart and say, "Well, you know, would you like to buy a dog, for, you know, a dog bone for your dog?" And they used to buy them, you know. It's another get-rich-quick scheme that I used to do. And another one was selling newspapers to the chippy. Now then, there was a few chippies going in Denby, but the only one that would buy newspapers off you, because in them days, they went in these fucking polystyrene things with the lid and all that. They're all wrapped in paper and newspaper. And the only one in Denby that would buy them off you was a chippy called Arnold's. And I was, whether he's still alive, somewhere along the line related to Arnold. But like I say, he was the only one. And what we used to do was to go around the newsagents, different newsagents in town, and asking have they got, just quick lava lamp, just in case I haven't forgot it, if they've got any old yesterday's newspapers, that we could have, that the ones that get shut off or what have you. Didn't used to get many of them, and we used to go around the bins in the town, rummage through the bins, we used to get newspapers out of that, get a fucking pile of them. They never used to pay much, or Arnold never used to pay much. I think you'd have fucking a wedge of fucking newspaper and you'd probably get about 10p, something like that, but all adds up, all sweet money, and that's what we used to do. So there'd be people having their fish and chips wrapped in newspapers that's come out of a bin. Can you imagine that now? Fucking hell. But yeah, that's what we used to do. So what I used to do is to make my sweet money. And Arnold, you'd see him there, he'd be frying the fucking chips, and he used to have fucking big nostrils. And he used to pick his nose, you'd see him, and he'd be like that. And he'd flick it into the fucking fat, and it would fry in the fat. We used to still buy his chips and his fish, even though he's flicked his fucking snot in it. And another thing, we never used to go starving when we were kids. Not that our parents didn't feed us, but you know what kids are like. We go to the chippies. Have you got any bits, mister? And the place where they'd throw the fish and things like that. The batter and all that comes off. They get newspaper again. They'd scrape up all the bits that have fallen off and old hard bits of chips and things. And we used to fucking eat it. Fucking lovely. And that's bits. We used to get them for nothing. And one chippy, they would actually fry batter for you. They'd get one of these big fucking ladles. You'd say, "Oh, can I have some bits, mister?" And they'd pour it into the batter into the fat, and then we'd have a big lump of fucking batter. Cooked batter, like fucking lovely. And of course, I've mentioned before about the mental. We used to go to the orchard, get the apples, and just go up a bit up the road where the heated system was. This fucking big pipe, and there's a piece of it exposed. The insulation had come away. And just cut the apples in half, and we put them on the pipe, and it used to sizzle. We used to eat them. Fucking hell, things we used to do. Like I say, we never used to starve, and I always used to have plenty of sweets, money for my sweets. And another place we used to go was Kipling, like a warehouse it was, and it's where there's a garage there now called Pen-y-Bryn, Pen-y-Bryn Autos, something like that. But it was, when I was a kid, Mr. Kipling. They used to have all the fucking store the cakes and things like that there. And one of my mates, his uncle, worked there. He used to go around the back door, knock on the door and whatever, and have you got any rejects? And what he'd give us is like boxes that have been damaged and cakes that have been a bit squashed and that. Fuck all wrong with them. We'd come out with handfuls of cakes and biscuits and all sorts of this. And we'd go around the corner, we'd be there fucking scoffing them. Like I say, fucking happy days, I tell you. And another one was, went with the school, this was, to Rhyl. And it was like a survey thing, I think it was like fucking cars going past and you tick what's gone past and what have you. Anyway, me and this lad, we were assigned to the front in Rhyl. Now Rhyl is a seaside town, in case you don't know where Rhyl is or what Rhyl is. And on the front of Rhyl is arcades, fruit machines and bingo and all this fucking palaver. And so, like I say, we were assigned to the front in Rhyl, you see, and the teachers fucked off somewhere and wherever. They said, right, well, we all meet up again at a certain time in the afternoon or whatever. And I said to this lad, I said, fuck this survey, says, come with me. He says, we'll make some money. So what we did was we went around the arcades. Now then, on the fruit machines, you know, if you've got like a bit of a dodgy coin or whatever and you put it in and it'll go straight through, it won't start the machine up, but it'll be rejected. Some of the machines it comes out the front, but a lot of the machines, these fucking fruit machines, there's a place at the side. It's like a little flap, you know, and it drops into there, and you put your finger in to lift up the flap, and you get your coin back out, whatever it was, a penny, 2p, a 10p. There wasn't any pound fruit machines, you know, in them days. And so that's what we did. Just went around, started at the beginning, went around all the machines, you know, and of course you got the penny falls, them things, you know, like that thing going, and it pushes them to the edge, and you know, a lot of them you could knock them, but the lambs used to go off on them things. But yeah, that's what we used to do. That's what we did, like on this occasion, went around all the rejects. And another thing, because of the noise and this and that, you know, someone that had put coin in and it got rejected and it came out the side, they wouldn't hear it, or they weren't aware, you know, that it was at the side. So they just think, oh fucking hell, it swallowed my money, and they'd put another one in. Of course, it would be sitting there in, you know, in the reject place, like. So that's what we did, you know. Sometimes we get nothing. One would be a penny in it, and a couple of pennies, and something's in one, and this and that. Anyway, went all the way down this row of arcades doing that. Probably half an hour to an hour, and I always remember it was over £5, and in them days that was quite a bit of money. It was something like £5.25 we'd made, you know, out of what, an hour's searching, if that. So we split it and we went to the chip shop. We had fish, chips, peas and whatever, can of pop and all that for nothing. It's one of my schemes. And then for the survey, I just fucking ticked any old box and then just handed it in. And another thing I used to do in school was I used to call it my fruit machine. And what I did was I had 3 dice and I had tiddlywinks, you know, little round fucking coloured plastic things, and I got different colours and I glued them onto the dice, and I should roll them like a fruit machine, you know, throw one dice, second dice, third dice, and if all the colours matched, then I'd pay out. I think it was a penny a go, and I'm not sure what I paid out, double what you paid in, something's payout or something like that anyway. But it was slightly stacked in my favour because the different coloured things that I stuck on the dice and the way that I threw the dice, I had a bit of control. So I used to cheat. So I used to make money from that. Penny, throw, ding, 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 and then you could hold then. You know, just like a proper fruit machine, like you could hold 1 dice, 2 dice, or whatever combination, and then you give me another penny, and I throw another dice, or another 2 dice, or whatever. And like I say, if they get 3 in a row, then I'd pay out. But like I say, it was slightly stacked in my favour. But that's what I used to do, and I tell you, I used to go out onto the yard, schoolyard, you know, in playtime, or I used to go to this place, you know, where it was out of sight of the teachers. And there'd be 10, 15, 20 kids queuing, all with their fucking pennies, you know, wanting to play my fruit machine game. Fucking hell. So like I say, happy days, and I was never short of money for sweets in them days, I tell you. And that's just some of the things I can remember that I used to do. So anyway, I have to top up that cold one, and before I go, just in case, you know, I don't want to breach my contract. So yeah, anyway, like I say, happy days.